She entered the gala as the most powerful woman in the room, but within minutes she was humiliated, slapped by the arrogant son of a billionaire family who thought she didn't belong. What happened next shocked everyone. She stood tall, revealed who she really was, and walked out, destroying their billion-dollar deal in one move. The grand ballroom of the Harrington Hotel glistened with chandeliers. It was a night of wealth, prestige, and high-stakes negotiations. Amara Johnson, a 38-year-old black woman, entered wearing a sleek emerald gown. She wasn't just another guest. She was the CEO of Novara Tech, a global software empire valued at billions, but many in the room didn't know it. They saw her skin color, her gender, her youth, and made assumptions. At the center of the gala stood the Whitmore family, old money, billionaires who owned oil refineries and half the city's land. They were seeking a tech partnership worth over $1 billion. Amara had the power to finalize or destroy the deal. As she walked to her reserved table, a waiter hesitated. "Ma'am, are you sure you're in the right section?" "The VIP tables are for executives," Amara smiled calmly. "I know, this is my seat." Nearby, Preston Whitmore Jr., the 28-year-old heir, snickered. "Looks like they're letting anyone in these days." His father, Preston Sr., gave a forced chuckle. "Now, son—" But he didn't correct him. Amara ignored the jab. She had faced worse, but the disrespect only escalated. When she introduced herself, the family barely hid their shock. "Wait, you're the CEO of Novara?" Preston Sr. blinked. "I was expecting someone else." Amara raised an eyebrow. "Someone else or someone not like me?" Silence. Awkward laughter. But the insult hung in the air. During the gala, servers brought champagne. Amara politely declined a drink, preferring sparkling water. Preston Jr., already tipsy, leaned over. "What's wrong, sweetheart? Afraid you can't handle real drinks?" Amara's jaw tightened. "I'm here to negotiate, not to get drunk." The young billionaire smirked, whispering loud enough for the table to hear. "Or maybe she just can't afford it." The surrounding guests chuckled, but then came the breaking point. When Amara politely corrected a number in their financial pitch, Preston Jr. snapped, "You don't talk back to me, girl," and in a shocking moment, he raised his hand and slapped her across the face. The ballroom froze, gasps echoed, glasses shattered on the floor. Preston Sr. muttered, "Preston," but didn't rush to apologize. Instead, he hissed, "Control yourself. This is business." All eyes turned to Amara. Would she crumble? Would she stay silent? Amara slowly lifted her head. Her cheek burned, but her gaze was ice. "You just made the biggest mistake of your life," she said evenly. Preston Jr. scoffed. "What, are you going to sue us?" Amara reached into her clutch and pulled out a gold-embossed folder. Inside were the signed preliminary agreements. The Whitmores were completely dependent on Novara Tech for their upcoming digital infrastructure. Without her, their billion-dollar expansion would collapse. She placed the folder on the table. "I came here ready to sign the final contract, but after tonight, consider this deal dead." The room erupted in whispers. Investors stared in disbelief. Preston Sr. panicked. "Wait, Ms. Johnson, let's not be rash. We can apologize. We can't." Amara stood, her voice carrying across the hall. "I built my company from nothing. I fought every barrier you threw at me. And tonight you tried to humiliate me in front of your peers. But I don't need your money. You need mine. And you'll never have it." She dropped the pen, meant for the contract, onto the table. The sound like a gavel in a courtroom. Amara turned and walked out, her emerald gown shimmering under the lights. Behind her, the Whitmores scrambled. "She's bluffing," Preston Jr. muttered. But investors weren't convinced. Calls began immediately. Within hours, word spread through financial circles. The Whitmores had lost $1 billion deal because of arrogance and racism. By the next morning, their stock prices plummeted. Partners withdrew, reporters swarmed. Meanwhile, Amara's company surged. Her dignity, courage, and refusal to tolerate disrespect made headlines worldwide. She hadn't just protected herself. She'd sent a message. No amount of money excused cruelty. Weeks later, the Whitmores issued a desperate public apology, but it was too late. Their reputation never recovered. As for Amara, She continued to lead Novara Tech to even greater heights. At the next gala she attended, the same reporters who once overlooked her now lined up for her comments. Narrator, reflective, powerful tone. She walked into that ballroom underestimated. She walked out a legend, because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is refuse to be bought. Respect is worth more than $1 billion. What would you have done in Amara's place? Signed the deal and swallowed the insult, or walked away like she did? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more emotional storytelling with twists, justice, and unforgettable endings.